Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 2 of season 1 of Monster Kid Theories. I would like to discuss today Space Godzilla and what if Space Godzilla was in the monsterverse. Now, he first appeared in 1994 in the Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla movie. He was the main villain of the movie. Most people could overlook that movie and just say there was nothing really needed in that movie except for Godzilla Jr. That's really it. You could even skip over the movie completely. But I would like to discuss the possibility of him being in the monsterverse. Now, his strength is unmatched until Destroya, which is another talk for another day. Now, his strength involves telekinesis, psychic abilities beyond comprehension, and manipulation of gravity. Now, this is all discussed in GXK, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. His plan was to wipe out humanity and restart the world after killing Godzilla, which obviously did not work. But the only reason why Godzilla beat him was with help of Mogira. Now, why is Space Godzilla perfect as the villain in GXK3? Because he is a world-level threat. I mean, he would have destroyed the world in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, and he would have kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. If Godzilla had not killed him, he would have been a world-level threat. He would have wiped everything off the surface of the world. Now, he could be an enemy of both worlds because he has crystals on his shoulders. Bernie even mentions that the crystals or the pyramids in GXK were made of a quartz-like material. In the original movie, he was called, meaning Space Godzilla was called the King of Quartz. Right there. And the quartz had gravity manipulation abilities. We're able to stop gravity for a few minutes using mercury. So, if a biological creature, a biological Godzilla, had these crystals on him, quartz-like crystals, he could have the ability to manipulate gravity, just like Space Godzilla. Now, moving on, okay, how would this even work? I mean, it seems a little far-fetched. It really does. It does seem like pretty far-fetched. But they do mention, and this is a big theory, I know a lot of people have talked about it, but this is a huge one. The Godzilla who ate a star, or the monster who ate a star, as said in the movie. They say it's our Godzilla, meaning the main Godzilla of the story. That cannot be true. Not in a million years. That Godzilla is only 50 meters in Legacy of Monsters. He's only 50 meters. Like, that's small compared to Shimo and others. There would be two other Godzillas who came to the surface because you had Dagon, who died by the Muto Prime. So that can't be that. So there must have been another Godzilla came to the surface, a much older Godzilla and a much stronger Godzilla. That something happened to him that made the Iwis think he swallowed a star. If that means he was literally protecting them and got hit by a comet, that would not surprise me at all. Because he would be literally frozen in time and would have taken so much power from that cosmic energy, hence Space Godzilla. Would have taken in so much cosmic energy, he would have been overpowering the entire army. And I'll say it like this, our Godzilla would not have been able to do that at all. Because he had issues fighting Kong in his base form. But fighting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Kongs, plus Scar King, who could have went toe-to-toe with Godzilla if he had the axe and the whip, and Shimo. I mean, he even had difficulties with Shimo in the movie. Mothra had to break him out of Shimo's ice. So, he would have not have been that Godzilla at 50 meters. There was no possible way. Now, with this third Godzilla, unnamed, or Space Godzilla, being the Godzilla who swallowed a star, he went back to Hollow Earth and trapped Scar King and his army down there. And he's probably still there guarding them. Now, Kong is there, and he probably is still thinking, oh, that's Scar King, not Kong. So he's still down there doing nothing. While he's down there, Crystal's probably attached to his shoulders with a quartz material, depending on where he is. A quartz-like material creating an ability to manipulate gravity, telekinesis, so on and so forth. Now, is he from space? No, he's not from space. He's down in Hollow Earth, probably. There would be no physically possible way to send a Godzilla into space, put him through a black hole, went through a white hole, and come back. There's no way. Now, a lot of people are thinking, well, that's a Godzilla bad guy. That's a Godzilla bad guy. What is Kong going to do against a Godzilla bad guy? I mean, we've seen him defeat Mechagodzilla. That's a Godzilla bad guy. But this is a little different. Space Godzilla is the only Space Godzilla. Mechagodzilla, there were 4 different versions of Mechagodzilla. 5, technically. 6, actually. 6 different versions of the original Toho Mechagodzilla, from all the way in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla all the way up to Godzilla Singular Point. Different kinds of Mechagodzillas. Some we never got to see, but there was hundreds of them. Hundreds. Well, not hundreds. Multiple different kinds of Mechagodzillas. Multiple different deaths. Multiple different ways of dying. Some of them were by Mechagodzilla, and some of them were by other kaiju. Meaning, Kong killing him fits perfectly. That's perfectly fine. Godzilla just needs to kill him in the future, eventually. Now, in this case, there is a huge theory that humanity is going to take revenge on the Titans. A lot of people believe that. I believe that. That's probably going to happen. Is it happening right now? No, because Space Godzilla is going to be here. Because of the fact that because everything I just said. What is Kong going to do? Well, there's another Titan. Another Titan, I will say, in probably a few weeks. Another Titan that could very well fit for a fight between 2 Kongs, Zuko and Kong, against this mysterious Titan. That's what Kong will be doing. And this Titan is even mentioned in the trailer for GXK. I will say it like this, blatantly honest. Kong cannot kill Space Godzilla. Because like I said, he's the only Space Godzilla. If Kong kills Mechagodzilla again, that's perfectly fine. Bring him back, let Godzilla kill him. But if he kills Space Godzilla, that's just wrong. Then that is a true fact of favoritism over Kong than Godzilla. Then that's just messed up on the plus side. Now, what's the likelihood of Space Godzilla? And I would say it's a 60-40% chance of Space Godzilla coming in and being the big bad or the big villain for GXK 3, whatever it's going to be called. I don't know. That would make a lot of sense. Honestly, a lot of sense. Is it going to happen? Like I said, I do not know. It could be a mech. It could be anything. It could be Mecha King Ghidorah. I'll talk about that in another video. But I definitely see Space Godzilla being an extremely high likelihood for the next movie. Because Bernie, just Bernie, in 2 lines set him up. Talking about how the gravity manipulation with the Mercury, and the fact that he mentions a quartz material. That just screams, oh yeah, Space Godzilla's coming. A lot of people don't think that. Don't take my word for it that Space Godzilla is coming. I don't know, and I would like to wish you guys a Happy New Year on the plus side. And hopefully we get some information about this villain. I would love to hear it. Tell me what you think in the comments. This is my personal theory. Like I said, don't take my word for it. But I can definitely see Space Godzilla, not Space Godzilla being the big bad guy in GXK3. And I'll see you guys in the next one.